Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Boxing Boxing. Nah, man, my boy Tyson Fury has came in. Well, it seems like he's coming in at extreme weight, man, around 300 pounds, and man, it's wild stuff, man. You know, Tyson Fury being the Gypsy King, you would think he would look more refined, more, you know, Hollywood, right? Nicely built, nice bone structure, but the guy looks like a slob, man. He looks disgusting, Tyson Fury 6'9", and he just looks like a mess, man. Now, Tyson Fury, man, he has that sumo look to him, and I actually had to look up how big sumo wrestlers get, and they start around 300 pounds, man. You know, Tyson Fury is trying to pull a sumo on Deontay Wilder, and he's trying to come in at extreme weights to absorb the punishment from Deontay Wilder because, there's a big myth out there that Tyson Fury is some master boxer, that this guy's untouchable like Floyd Mayweather, that this guy just can't be touched. And if you talk to a Tyson Fury fan, they'll tell you some dumb shit like, oh, well, Tyson Fury in the first fight, he outboxed Wilder 10 rounds to 2. The only rounds that Deontay Wilder won is the rounds that Deontay Wilder hurt Tyson Fury in and dropped him, right? Well, if that was the case, why doesn't Tyson Fury come in at a lighter weight? Why doesn't he come down around where Deontay Wilder used to be in the first fight, around 220, 209? Why doesn't he come around that weight? Well, it's because, if let's say he did that, 2 rounds is not a big deal to get dropped in. If Tyson Fury outboxed him for 10 rounds to 2, why wouldn't he just reincorporate what he did in the first fight and dance around the ring and get lighter on his feet and outbox him even more? What happens when Tyson Fury is even faster and he throws punches better and he moves around and ring better and he has better head movement? Will he be really untouchable? Then he'll really completely dominate, quote unquote, Deontay Wilder for 12 rounds. But you know what he did instead? He gained weight. You know why? Because even Tyson Fury corner knows that this guy's not a master boxer. He knows that the fight was a lot closer than people say, and that the shots he was taking, Tyson Fury knew those shots were, decapitation shots. That's why he gained weight, because he didn't take those shots too well. Boxers are known to have poker faces. So Tyson Fury was getting hit with these clean shots, and he was getting hit with, glaring, glazing shots that barely whipped past his face, or he felt the blunt of a force and he blocked it. You can block a shot and still get hurt. Tyson Fury felt that and said, nah, man, I can't come in lighter, because if I take these shots and I'm lighter, I get stopped. That's exactly why he came in bigger in the second fight, and that's exactly why he's coming even bigger in the third fight, right? So yeah, man, you talk to a Tyson Fury fan, he'll tell you complete opposite of what Tyson Fury is doing right now. He'll tell you that, oh, this guy is too fast, he moves too well, he boxes too well. Well, how is Tyson Fury really going to box when he's 300 pounds? Is he really going to be able to dance as well and move as well that big? Or is he going to be an easier target to hit? One could only assume that gaining that massive amount of weight, in Tyson Fury, it'll only make you slower and an easy target to hit. Your stomach is there to be hit, something that no one has really done with Tyson Fury. And his head is going to be easier to hit, because how much can you dodge? You can only dodge so much for so long until eventually you get caught. Now, understand, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder was 231 his last fight, and Tyson Fury was 273. 273 pounds. So that being said, yeah, man, he's going to come even bigger in this fight. Even bigger. He's been telling people that that's his game plan, and he's doing it to absorb shots from my boy Deontay, the Bronze Bomber. And this is do or die for Tyson Fury, because gaining that kind of weight and trying to lose that kind of weight, it takes an extreme athleticism to lose that kind of weight. And this is this is gonna have to be Tyson Fury's new plan, because he's been spending years gaining this kind of weight, right? During the pandemic, everything was closed. It'd be really easy to put this kind of weight on. And understand that being said, Tyson Fury doesn't hop out the page to seem like a elite level athlete to lose that kind of weight, because that's a journey to really lose that kind of weight. Tyson Fury, it wasn't the first time he came out of retirement, quote unquote, or mental health problems, when he came back and he was extremely big. He talked about how that was a hard weight journey and how he changed his life. That it's not, you can only yo-yo in weight so much, right? Tyson Fury is getting older, right? He's in his 30s, and yeah, man. So we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out with Tyson Fury in his sumo weight. We're gonna see how it plays out, but it only spells trouble, in my opinion, for Tyson Fury, because unless he is gonna come like Rocky, you know, he's definitely gonna be getting hit a lot more. And Deontay Wilder, I kept trying to tell people, you know, he's all about power, and hitting hard and having the highest knockout ratio is not good enough. Usually people get content in their power, and then they just keep it there, and they don't really try to elevate it any further. Deontay Wilder is different. He's a power puncher who wants to hit even harder. So that being said, he is hitting even harder by his physique. His physique's bigger, he's stronger, he has a strength and conditioning coach, and he has a nutritionist. He has a whole different kind of team. He built a team around one thing: power. That's all he's concerned about, is hitting even harder. And it's a wild thing, you know. Usually people in boxing, like I said, they get content. You don't usually see boxers who says, I'm a good boxer and I want to box even better than I box now, so I'm gonna get a superior boxing trainer, and they fire everyone in their camp to hire even better boxing coaches. Or you have a guy who's really fast, and they fire everyone in a team and say, well, I'm fast, but I want to be faster, and they get a whole team based around that one thing. You know, you don't really see things like that in boxing. But Deontay Wilder is the only guy who would do something like that, because the guy's obsessed, man. He's obsessed right now. And this is a really big deal, because this is the trilogy, man. This is the big Mamma Jamma. This is how things get settled in the heavyweight division. There's been a lot of trilogies in boxing history in the heavyweight division, and this is one of the biggest ones, because understand that trilogies are the closing chapter, and to see who's the big bad fighter. When Ali and Joe Frazier fought, Ali lost the first time he fought Joe Frazier, right? And then Muhammad Ali ended up winning the last fight, right? So that being said, he's known as the best because he won in the end. It doesn't matter if he didn't go 3-0, and it doesn't matter that he lost one of them. It matters that he won the last fight. So that being said, same thing with this Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury situation, right? The last one who wins has the last laugh, and the last one who wins is gonna have this belt. So this is a really big deal, man. I'm really excited to see Tyson Fury come in. At least I know this fight's gonna be exciting. He's not gonna be dancing around the ring, because it didn't work when he was lighter weight, you know, and it's not gonna definitely, because understand when he fought Deontay Wilder for the first fight, this is the fight where he's actually dancing around the ring. He was so light in that fight that he was like what, 256, right? And then the second fight, he came in or basically 20 pounds heavier. And this next fight, he's going to be basically around 300 pounds. You know, from the first fight, that's almost 50 pounds. That's insane. That's just insane for how much weight he's going to be gaining in such a quick amount of time. And yeah, man, it's definitely going to change and do everything. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, though. But anyway, let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Do you guys think this weight is going to help Tyson Fury, or do you guys think it's going to hurt him? In my opinion, unless Tyson Fury is going for the knockout, this weight, we're gonna see, man. Tyson Fury knows his body best. Maybe he can absorb shots better, but this is gonna be one for the books, man. This is gonna be the end of a great trilogy that needs to see this chapter close. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Empire, GeoBoxing Empire. Peace.